Hey guys, today we're going to be swapping out the exhaust. I got me a Zoom loop for the Monkey, and I mean, look at the quality of this. See how thick that is? Look at the bracket. I mean, that's just, they've done a really good job. They really beefed up, especially the stress points on it. Clean welds on the inside. I mean, look at the pipe diameter. So let me show you what you're getting here. Do you see that little pipe? Look, it's almost the same size as that wire, okay? This is killing all your power. And then you come over here and you put something on it, allows the bike to breathe, creates back pressure with the loop. One thing I wanted to show you guys as well, they already installed the decibel killer in the exhaust, and it's in the last piece of the pipe. I'm going to run it without so it doesn't hinder my flow and I get more power. Let me take this apart and I'll show you. Okay, this is it right here. You see it? It's restrictive, but it makes it quieter. So that way it's not so loud, or if your neighbors thinks it's too loud, or if you just don't like a loud exhaust, then that's what it's there for. So it takes a 10, just take it loose, and then with some encouragement, hold on. So what I'll do is I'll take me some needle nose and I'll grab this bolt and slide it out. See how I did that, guys? Let's pull it out. Use the bolt, pull it out. Now you can see it, the chambers and everything. Okay, so the factory exhaust, you need a number 5mm Allen set right here. Pulls this cover off. It's gonna be 12mm long socket for these. If you look under here, let me get under here. Right here in the middle, there's a bolt. I took this one loose just for safeguard, just so I can get it there. You come up here, underneath this cover, there's one right here. And on the back side, there's one right here, right underneath. I know it's hard to tell. So let's go ahead and get this thing apart. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. I got a camera person for this one. Now, looks like it comes back. There we go. Slides back, comes out. Move that out the way. Put that back. Okay, let's go ahead and take it loose. Get my extension out. Kind of tight in there. There's that. Save your bolts. Okay. That's the bottom one. There we go. Man, this thing's pretty heavy. Maybe it should be. Okay. See how the whole thing's loose? I'm going to loosen this down a little bit down here. This thing should ease right off, I hope. Nope. Maybe not. Okay. Take your 2 nuts off the front. We're just going to drop the whole thing. It's one unit. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to reposition and get that last bolt out the bottom here. And then we'll pull it all off. Guys, I want to show you this. This is the smallest piece of pipe I've ever seen. And then you have a catalytic converter. And then you have a loop to another loop to a bend to a terrible looking weld. And then a restricted little muffler at the end. I mean, that's just not going to work. What are you going to do with that? not gonna make any power. Now that I got it off, let's get down here and we'll give you guys a bird's eye view of how to install the exhaust. Sorry guys, I had to pause it. This bolt down here at the bottom, you're gonna need this. It's a 14, it's very long. Take it out. And then let me hand this to my camera person. Hopefully we can get a good angle. And we'll go ahead and get this going. These two go right here. Make sure it fits in there. See how it fits in there? Okay. Just gonna snug it a little bit, not tight, but just snug it. That way you have room to get the rest of it together. There we go. All right, that's enough to hold it for now. Okay. I'm gonna push these two together a little more. Line up my other hole here. Make sure it doesn't hit here. You hear that? It was an eagle, wasn't it?
It was an eagle.
All right, I'm gonna tighten these two bolts down just to snug them up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've went ahead and torqued these down. They're so big you can no longer use the 14 socket, so I used a 12 wrench. Torqued them down to spec. The bolt under here I went ahead and tightened. I haven't put the springs on. And this bracket goes something like this, and then you'll have to finagle a little bit to get everything lined up. Takes an 8 on the back of this brake master, and it's going to take quite a bit of thread to pull it out, so I'll just pause it and then I'll be back as soon as I get it out. Okay guys, so what I did is I put this in, started the thread maybe once or twice on the back side of the brake master just to get this to line up. Now I'm going to go ahead and crank down the brake master, and then I'm going to adjust this to make sure it's not hitting the swing arm or the lower fairing. Okay, so let me just go ahead and tighten these down, and then we'll fire it up and see what it sounds like. Alright guys, that was it. So it's a 13 millimeter on the back. It's on. Plenty of clearance. Looks good. The springs I just put on by hand, all they do is create a little bit of tension. They don't have to be like ungodly tight because they're not holding the pipe together. That's it. Let me clean up some of my stuff in the garage and we'll fire it up and see what it sounds like. Okay guys, got the exhaust cleaned up, used a greaser here and wiped all the fingerprints off of it. Check your clearance, see how it's not touching back here. It's not touching in the front, and let's see what it does. Oh yeah. Sounds good. All right guys, thanks for watching. I'll post some more. See ya.